Hello and welcome back to SF, a Giants recap. And the Giants, they beat the Astros today 7-2 thanks to amazing pitching by Jordan Hicks. And then Wilmer Flores, he comes through again. So we're going to go over all that in today's video. Make sure to subscribe and like if you do end up enjoying. But the Giants offense today, they put up 7 runs. Wilmer Flores, he started out with a single. Then Lamont Jr., he got a sac fly. And then Wilmer Flores with the 3-run homer. He's been doing amazing in the start of the season and has continued it today, putting up big numbers, 4 RBIs, 1 run scored, 2 hits. You love to see Wilmer Flores being that guy. And he was really not like quiet or bad during spring training, but just kind of under the radar. Nothing crazy. And then the start of the season, he amps it up. And he's been the Giants' best hitter by far for the start of the season. Then we had Matt Chapman. He came through today with an RBI single that put up 2 runs on the board. So Matt Chapman, he added on the insurance runs, and that allowed us to get the comfortable win with Ryan Walker going in and closing it out. So great game for the Giants offense. Everyone really contributed. The only really bad thing, I guess you could say, was 10 strikeouts. A lot of guys with 2 strikeouts. Which that can be limited. That's not too bad though. When you put up 7 runs, strikeouts don't really matter. It's when you're putting up nothing and you strike out 12 times, then you really have to kind of figure out what the problem is and get a quick fix on it, because the Giants, that's what happened the past 2 or 3 years, and they can't have that happen again if they want to be competitive. And so far, it really hasn't been an issue. For the pitching in today's game, Jordan Hicks, he started this game. He did phenomenal. 1 hit allowed, 6 innings pitched. He only gave up 2 walks on 6 strikeouts, no runs. Just phenomenal pitching. Had everything working, locating really well, getting that slider in there, and was able to the umpire had a pretty big zone, and he was able just to locate on those outside corners, inside corners to really get some weak contact. Ground outs. And speaking of ground outs, Matt Chapman, he had another phenomenal play. I feel like I'm repeating the same thing because Wilmer Flores continues, and then Matt Chapman has a nice defensive game. So again, similar things from the last series, and Giants to start this off with a win in Houston. The one bad thing for the pitching though was Spencer Bivens. He has not been great in this season so far. His 2 appearances, he's not done well. Allowed a 1 run last time, allows 2 runs this time on just bad location. 2 hits allowed, a double, just not hitting his spots. When he tries to miss or tries to get a hitter to kind of bait him towards one thing, it's not even close. If, like Kugenkaip say, you have to have a good miss, and he does not have a good miss, and that's kind of been his biggest struggle so far is those misses. They're 2 feet outside. No hitter's even thinking about it. If he's getting them an inch or 2 outside, then you have a hitter thinking about that, and then you can go inside. But when you're pitching 2 feet outside, it does nothing for you, and now you're forced to go in, and they're already looking for that. So I think that's the biggest things for Bivens is to get that fixed. As for the rest of the bullpen, though, really good. Eric Miller, he pitched solid, got 1 out. Then we had Ryan Walker come in. He closed out the game, getting 2 strikeouts, only allowed 1 walk. And then committed ball, he came in before Bivens, and he had a nice outing, so allowed no runs, no hits. So bullpen's been looking really good except for Bivens, and I think the Giants will address that soon and get that fixed, because we've seen Bivens, he can do great things. I think right now it's just a little bit of location miss, mechanical errors. I don't think it's mental game. I don't think it's anything that has to do with him physically. It's more just mechanics and how he's kind of probably going through the pitch, where his release point is, and they'll get that fixed, hopefully. So that will do it for today's recap, though. The Giants offense comes through. Pitching was great, especially Jordan Hicks, and then the rest of the bullpen was solid. Bivens is the outlier, but Giants need to continue this. The hard hits, the manufacturing runs, stolen bases, sac flies, sac bunts. You love that type of game and need to keep implementing that. So I'll see you next time for a new SF at Giants recap video.